Hi Pisces, welcome to the reading. Welcome to Dee's Tarot. If you've never been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome again. All right, we got 3 cards that we pulled for you already. We got the Temptation of Pleasure here. So we got a little bit of Lilith here. If you guys aren't familiar with Lilith, she is the representation of equality. So she was supposed to be before Eve, like she was supposed to be Adam's wife or whatever, but she wasn't supposed to be made from Adam. Like she didn't come from his rib and nothing like that. Like she ended up coming from the earth, exact same thing that Adam was made of, she was made of. So she wasn't a part of him, she wasn't a piece of him, she was equal to him. So with this Temptation of Pleasure here, we do see that. I've got Aries, I've got Leo, and I've got that's Virgo, I think, or which one is that? Scorpio. I don't know why I was thinking Virgo. Scorpio here too. We've got the Sun, and then we've got Selena here also. So the Sun is the fire of desire. Here with the Aries, you guys could have any of these prominent, like super prominent in your chart here. And then we have the Naked Self, and it's kind of odd that both of these came out, these 2 cards here, because this is the shadow side here, and this is like the higher self side. So this Naked Self, yes, she's naked, but in a way, this isn't really like a card of lust. This is more, or like a sexual card or anything like that. This is more of a card of like your higher self, your true self, what's really underneath it all. This card here is definitely a card of like lust, pleasure, temptation, the shadow self, desires, things like that, that maybe can lead us into a shadow side of ourselves here. And then here you have the fire of desire, where, it's just like her standing in her power and, being the sun, happy, proud, but not in her ego here. Just feeling good in her skin here. So it's kind of interesting that all these came out for you. So I'm going to put these up here. Hopefully everyone is happy, healthy, safe, and doing well. I'm going to put this one over here. Doing well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull your read tonight from the Mystical Medley deck. It's a brand new one. I used it only once on a Cancer reading that I did yesterday. So I kind of get to know it a little bit here. It's not a bad deck. I like it. It's kind of feeling it. So we'll use it again today. And then I'm going to clarify out with the Garbage Pail Kid Tarot. This one here is a little bit stiff still. So if you are new to tarot, please remember that when I pull spreads, if there's more than one person that does come up in the spread, please remember that energies can always be reversed. So, if their energy sounds more like you, that's you, okay? You just put the energy where it fits as needed. There's no gender in tarot unless I specify, okay? So queen don't mean nothing, king don't mean nothing. It just does. The feminine, masculine energies doesn't mean like it's a female or a male. Alrighty. Spirit of the Most High, love, light, my higher self. You are all asked to join us in this reading for Pisces and to guide these cards to convey whatever messages you want the Pisces viewers watching this video to hear as the collective that watches. Please remove any of my Piscean messages from this reading. This is just for the collective viewers that I'm posting for, not for anything personal for myself. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have the Pisces Spirit, Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, and Fan. There you are. Page of Swords in the reversed. Hangman. We're going to scoot this guy over here. You need one more, Spirit. Okay. And the Hierophant. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Nice. Look at you. Okay. All right. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands, Spirit. What is this Ace of Wands? This is a weird looking Ace of Wands, huh? Oh, okay. We got a lot of cards. We got the Ace of Cups, King of Coins, the Moon, and the 5 of Wands. Let's take a look here. So definitely see you going after something here that looks like it's very exciting for you. It looks like you might even be stepping out of some emotion to do this, because it looks like you're just like hopping right over this river. I don't even think your emotions are like phasing you at all at this point. You're just like stepping right over like it's nothing. Definitely a good feel on this card here. Like, I definitely feel like, you know, you're moving in a good direction. It doesn't look like you're really wasting any time. Definitely probably getting out of the house more. You guys could be cleaning a little bit. But you definitely seem to be coming out of your little castle there and going after something here that looks pretty exciting to you. These are all really, really, really good cards here. I'm going to clarify this 5 of Wands here. This is 5 of Wands for Pisces. Ace of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords. The Magician. Okay. I feel like someone had to learn some self-discipline here. Definitely mental self-discipline here. You could have been at one point recently or recent past here, or for some of you, if you're not there yet, you know, time's fluid in tarot, you might still be a little bit, but either way, you're coming out of it. So there might be thoughts or whatever, there might be some conflicting thoughts, or could have been like a lot of conflicting thoughts going on in your mind at one point here, or is now. But I do see you definitely basically, you know, setting strong boundaries here with yourself. Like, the stick is growing out of yourself. So I feel like you grew like inner control here, like setting like an inner boundary, and like learned how to take like this branch that had nothing on it and grow, you know, within yourself here. Like, this is like self-growth, but like mental strength, like setting like some kind of mental like boundary in order to allow the thoughts or whatever, but maybe realize that they're not you. So you were still able to give yourself love and allow the thoughts to be. And then, you know, as I feel like you had to learn this though, Page of Swords as a student, and then you have the Magician here. And I feel like, you know, you had all the tools to do it, but maybe you had to figure out how to put all those tools together in order to conquer whatever mental torment was here or is here. You definitely are doing that or have done that, and it may have been unknown to you at one time. This is also your energy here, the Moon. Sometimes, you know, people refer to it as Cancer energy, but I like to say the Moon is Pisces. So, but yeah, definitely all good stuff here. See you going after goals here, something exciting, something that looks fun, getting out, See you definitely getting blessed here with this Ace of Cups, you know. This cup is overflowing. Like, I feel like you guys are in a really good space right now. Maybe that's what all these were. Maybe you had to identify, you know, like you're embodying basically like your higher self here. So you're able to embody like your higher self here. You're, you know, able to stand in your power here with the fire desire and the sun, you know, like you're able to, you know, you have self-control, like you're basically like in like happy goddess energy here, right? And then, you know, you have control over your temptations and your pleasures and stuff. You know when to indulge, when to safely indulge, and how to indulge in your shadow self at this point. I don't feel like anything is ruling you. I feel like you're actually accepting all of you, good, bad, and whatnot, which is awesome. With this King of Coins here, I definitely feel like you have a very high value on yourself at this point. Look at all this growth. Like there's all these roses here, and you know, blooming is going on. I feel like there's excitement here. This guy's like jumping up with, like, oh my gosh, like this is really good. So basically, like you guys are doing really, really well right now. It looks like. Um, if you're just looking for confirmation that like you're doing, like you're the shit, like this is it, okay? You got this Four of Cups here. I don't know if this is another person trying to hand you this cup or not. There may be someone, you or someone was, you know, disappointed with someone at one time. Or disappointed with whatever, bored with whatever options you had at one point, or vice versa. Like now you could be looking at those options and being like, you know what, I'll just bring my own options to the table. I don't need to be bored anymore. I'm just gonna bring my own cup, you know? It's fine. Don't even worry about it. So I don't know. That's why I'm kind of getting from that there. So it's kind of neat. I'm gonna put these back in the deck, just because I don't want all of them back out, and I feel like I'm supposed to. So I'm just gonna shuffle them back in once, and then we'll clarify out what this Four of Cups is. Four of Cups, Spirit, for Pisces, Four of Cups. The Hanged Man, the Hierophant, both are in reverse. And one more. Spirit. I mean, the Hanged Man's not in reverse, but the Hierophant is. And Strength. There could be some random feelings coming in of disappointment or boredom, but I do feel like you're both of these people, like these little characters here. I feel like you're learning or have learned that you can choose to be bored and like, you know, kind of like dissatisfied with the options, or you can learn how to, you know, choose to be happy and with even like this one cup instead of these four other ones over here. There may very well be a person that you were committed to for some of you here in the past or now. It does look like if you are in a commitment with someone, if you're not a single Pisces here, if you are in a commitment here, some of you are leaving that commitment, and it might be taking you some strength to do that. The reason why is because you're gaining perspective. You've gotten a new perspective here with the Hangman, looking and analyzing yourself. And I feel like now at this point, you see your value and your worth, and perhaps maybe the offers and the cups that are coming around you don't interest you. Or that cup no longer interests you. I'll say it like that. Maybe that cup, you know, is a bitter, kind of lower energy cup, and maybe you're, you know, wanting that higher vibrational cup. I guess that's the only way I know how to say that. Like you're looking for more of a match to you, possibly here. With this Page of Swords in reverse. Let's see what we got. Definitely does look like there is some strength. You're really strong though right now, I can tell. Your energy is all over this board. Queen of Cups in reverse, the Magician. That one hit the ground. It is the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so, and Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse. All right, somebody definitely learned a lesson here. The lesson has been learned. It's over. It's done. Whatever lesson it was that you were supposed to learn, you got it. All right. I don't know how many of these lessons there was, but you nailed it. Okay, you got it twice here. So it's done. This Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to clarify her. Let me clarify her real quick. I just want to see. Who is that? You might have been dealing with someone else. This Queen of Cups in the reverse here. Who's this Queen of Cups in the reverse, Spirit? Three of Cups. Justice came out sideways as well. Oh, that one hit the ground. Queen of Swords in the reverse. God dang. Okay. All that for the Queen of Swords. For the Queen of Cups, I mean. So, this Queen of Cups here. They may come across. This Queen of Cups is in the reverse, okay? So, there's a couple ways that this could be read. This could be you or them, okay? Put the energy where it fits. I just read what your energy looks like, or what I think your guys' energy looks like off all these cards. This Queen of Cups here is in the reverse. Usually the Queen of Cups is someone who is emotionally stable. They're very loving, kind, caring. They can be emotional, but their emotions aren't like running rampant, okay? They have their emotions under control. They're very emotionally stable. They're very nurturing. The Queen of Cups to me is someone who is capable of like seeing into other people and kind of like identifying someone easily who possibly has some kind of pain or hurt. And we can see that. And a lot of times, like with this Queen of Cups here, I believe that we tend to sometimes give our cup a little bit to those people in order to help to like heal or guide them. That's how I kind of look at her. But she's in the reverse. So with her being in the reverse, she's completely the opposite of that. She's not emotionally stable. She's not grounded. She's not nurturing. She's like the opposite, emotionally unavailable type. Definitely not nurturing, definitely not caring, definitely not kind, just like the opposite of all of these things, right? There may be some situations with whoever this is or whatever this is here, where the person could come off as fair and just and it's sideways. So, they could really make it look like equal give and take at times or whatever. But at times it may have been a whole bunch of celebrations, and then at other times they may have been the Queen of Swords in reverse. So they may have been sly, slick with their words, cruel, mean. They can use the sword to cut people at will, maliciously, and then laugh about it. That type of a personality here. So very, very cruel person here. May have taught you several lessons here. And with this Magician card, they might have been really manipulative. I'm just going to say that. For others of you, if this was not a person that you were dealing with, or if you're not dealing with another person, then this Queen of Cups in reverse was just like a point of time where you were not loving yourself, not nurturing yourself, not taking care of yourself, not doing what's best for you, not even concerned with what you're worth or what your value is or any of these things. You may have just been like thinking that you're going to return whatever energy you get with people, maybe possibly, and thinking that, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everybody's fair, everything's just, it doesn't matter. Like, it's fine, kind of attitude. You might have been having fun, celebrating, doing whatever. But then you might have, you know, you also might not have had like any boundaries. You might not have known how to cut people off, places, people, things that weren't good for you. You know, you might have not known how to do all that. You know, maybe these were all the lessons here that you learned. These 2 lesson cards, you know, how to love yourself, how to be fair and just, how to celebrate and allow yourself happiness, how to cut things out of your life that, you know, no longer serve you, people, places, and things, how to use the tools around you to manifest, you know, everything that you desire in life easily and without, you know, because you deserve it, not because, you know, this is going to temporarily make you happy for 5 minutes and then, you know, you move on to the next thing. No, just because, you know, it feels good and it's fulfilling to you and, you know, you're already fulfilled and it's like an extra topping on the cake kind of thing. We got your energy here, Pisces. So yeah, definitely feel like those are all the lessons that you've learned recently. Regardless of if you're in a situation or not, apply it as it fits, okay? For some of you, this is a person. For some of you, this is like you, okay? The hangman here. Oh, okay, that was a chunk. Okay, it's only 3. All right. So we got the Star, the 4 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords for this hangman here. So, yeah, definitely we've healed from a situation here. Once again, with this 4 of Cups, you know, this is the other 4 of Cups. We got the 4 of Cups over there, you know, and this 5 of Swords here. So I feel, and look at that. That's crazy because this guy, if he would have been in the upright, he would have been looking to the right, but he's not. He's sideways and he's looking down. So I feel like you're gaining a new perception here now in the present moment about your healing process and about, you know, seeing yourself in a new light for, you know, who you really are here, about, you know, previous disappointments and, you know, lack mindset, unhappy with, you know, like that unhappy, unfulfilled, disappointment from whatever options you felt like were in front of you. So I feel like you're looking at all that, or you have looked at all that, or you're going to look at all that if you haven't. And then you have this 5 of Swords here. You know, this guy with the 5 of Swords, you know, usually it's never a good card. It's always like, you know, like fighting, betrayal type stuff, you know. But this one is a little unique. You know, he's swinging these swords so wild, he cut himself up. He didn't cut up nobody else. There's nobody else in the picture. Usually there's another person here. Well, like the 7 of Swords has the other person. This one here, this is like self-harm. Like I feel like you were chopping yourself up, swinging these swords around at one time wildly, and you didn't even realize. But I feel like now you're able to see all of that. Like you're able to see where you harmed yourself here, and I think you're able to see what you're truly worth now with the Star. And I think that, you know, you're really proud of, you know, being able to connect all these lines here, and you should be proud of that. Like, this is a lot. Like, look at all these yellow lines, you know, it's like a web of, you know, connections that had to be made in order to learn all those lessons that were learned. The Hierophant was here guiding you. You know, look at this big old eye right here. Let me see what the Hierophant's here for. Spirit, what's this Hierophant here for? Chariot. 4 of Wands, nice. And the Knight of Swords. So, wow. Yeah. That's like amazing. Okay. So with the Hierophant here, you know, I feel like you are very tapped in with spirit at this point. You know, you are watching tarot, so that says something. But I also feel like you're, you know, just being a Pisces alone, you're tapped in pretty much most of the time anyways. And that's probably if for an unhealed Pisces, it does more harm than good because it's just confusing as shit and you don't get it. But once you go through all this and you learn all these lessons, I think you get it, and it makes sense. So you're very tapped in now. Like you were always tapped in to begin with, but now you're more. Like you're actually able to see it and understand it and comprehend it. And I think that you've leveled, moved up in levels. With this Four of Wands here, that's like the 11-11 here. So like this is like inner unity. It came in fast, quick, in a hurry. The Knight of Swords is here, this Knight of Swords here, it might have been, let me clarify this Knight of Swords before I say anything. What's this Knight of Swords spirit? I don't want to say something too fast. One more. Oh, two more. Okay. Page of Coins, Eight of Cups, King of Wands, Eight of Wands. Seven of Coins on the bottom. So I feel like this was your growth here with this Knight of Swords. You might have been feeling, yeah, because you've got the Four of Wands there. Okay, so I feel like with this Knight of Swords here, this Eight of Wands is upside down. Things may not have been coming in for you. There could have been some frustration, possibly about communication with another person, or there could have been, some frustration over things that just flat out weren't coming in for you. Like maybe, or even now, there may still be, you may feel at moments like times, because it's a night, so it's an in and out energy. Okay, so there may be times where you're feeling like, yes, I'm on top of the world, I'm the star, everything's balanced and I'm so good and everything's so great, and then all of a sudden you might get like a swift feel of like, okay, why the fuck are things not working out, like what the fuck, do a not, with this King of Wands, might feel like, okay, everything's stagnating, everything's standing still, nothing's coming in, what's going on, and these also could be messages from spirit. Like you could have felt cut off from spirit, like, on occasion. Like sometimes you may have like a void feeling, like, like you're not, like you're attached, how do you say it, like your spiritual side, like basically all your downloads from spirit or whatever, now that you get those, you may, on occasion, on an in and out, you may feel like sometimes your downloads are in and out. Okay, like your communication to spirit may be cut off, or like it might be stagnating with this Knight of Wands, this King of Wands in reverse, like it's not going anywhere and you're not sure why. And then you have this Page of Coins over here, and you might start looking at yourself, during that stagnation, and then you're like, oh wait, no, it's okay, I'm still the same worth, I'm still okay, I'm still here, everything's still okay. Take a look at yourself, when things aren't working, maybe make some adjustments or something, and then the Eight of Cups, start re-giving to yourself all over again, and then before you know it, things start flying in here with the Chariot. And what's the other thing? No, that was over there. And then, and then the Four of Wands. So, you're in 11-11 in alignment, you feel great, you feel good again. So, just understand that, there may be, I guess I'll point of this right here with the Hierophant, just to make this long story short that I'm like carrying on about. Basically, your connection to spirit, it might not always feel like 100, like you're on point, okay? You may have fleeting moments where all of a sudden you're like, why do I feel disconnected? Why do I feel like I'm not getting any downloads and I'm stagnating here? If at any point you feel that way, just take a little breath and take a look at yourself here and just remember, it's okay. I'm still the same value. It doesn't mean anything. Spirit just don't have nothing for me at the moment. It's okay. So then, you just keep giving to yourself and start filling your own cups. And before you know it, bam, you're right back in alignment, 11-11 here, and you're completely, getting these messages and celebrating, and you're able to feel reconnected again. Okay. As you drift in and out, I think that's kind of what it is too, because you probably will still have moments, where you drift between these three energies here. The goddess energy, your higher self, your shadow self. You might still drift, in and out, and that's totally normal because that's all a part of like what we are, in consciousness. But you do have the 7 of coins on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like you've already grown like a whole bunch here. And like I do feel like the things that you're growing now are actually growing, like the seeds you're planting are actually growing. I think they are making you feel good, and I think that whatever is growing for you, I think that you really appreciate the value of the things that are around you now. Whereas maybe before you were planting seeds and nothing was growing and you're like, what's going on? Well, now I feel like what's growing is actually something valuable, something that actually means something to you, something that you can enjoy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and throw down a couple of oracle cards just for guidance purposes moving forward. And we can do, I don't know, something fun. We'll do the snarky shark. It's Pisces reading. I like the snarky shark. So we'll do a couple cards here. Whoop! Wow. Okay, that was like the whole deck flew out. A little too anxious there, Spirit. We can't have it all like that. See, that's the stuff that confuses us. You got to slow it down a notch sometimes. All right. You see my dog over here. She's just, if you see a dog face, just ignore it, okay? She's nosy. Yes, hi, Lily. Everybody knows you're here. Okay. All right. What messages do you have moving forward for Pisces, Spirit? Guidance moving forward for Pisces. Hidden. Nurse sharks have vacuum mouths to suck their prey out of hiding places. Sometimes in your life sucks and you will have to be changed. Something in your life sucks and will have to be changed. So there could be something, like I said, that sucked or sucks at this moment that is changing. Caution, don't take the bait. It might look good, but it won't turn out like you expect. So be caution with this temptation of pleasure over here. Let go. Stop swinging against the current and you will go with the flow. What you resist will persist. So there's a really good message. I think you've already learned that though. I saw that kind of over here. And magic. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. See for yourself and let the magic in. I feel like that is what you're working on and what you're doing at this point. Using all the knowledge that you've learned and everything here, your connection with spirit. I feel like at this point you are doing that. On the very bottom of the deck here, it says connections. Work on creating important connections with others. It isn't what you know, it's who you know that creates opportunities. Fish are friends. So, like I said, I did see you coming out of the house here, starting to go out and do things. Hopefully, you guys will end up making like some good connections by doing this and be able to bring this in for you guys. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys for tonight. I hope that this reading helped someone. If it did, please don't forget to do a little thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so you get notified whenever I do post new videos. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.